Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. So thankful you've joined me for today's video devotion or podcast, depending on which one you're watching or listening to. But we are in Matthew chapter 5 in our reading plan, and I hope you've already read this. It's the start of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, and of course it begins with the Beatitudes. And being honest, it is increasingly difficult for me to choose, a verse or a couple of verses, because there are so many that are so powerful and speak to my heart. But today I do want to focus on verse 6, where he said, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied." And I just love the way he talks about us having a hunger and thirst for righteousness, and if we have it, we will be satisfied. There are so many things that we want in life. We hunger and thirst. We were at the beach last week for Thanksgiving, and almost every time we're at Myrtle Beach, whether it's Surfside, North Myrtle, anywhere in that area, we like to make at least one trip to Ultimate California Pizza and get the Thai chicken peanut pizza. I mean, love that pizza. And Monisa likes, vegetarian type pizzas, but she will eat the Thai chicken peanut. And if I go down by myself for a retreat or a meeting of some kind and come back, I bring back a large Thai chicken peanut pizza, and we eat that for supper when I get back home from the beach. We all have things we want, we hunger for, and those we just things we like. Well, Jesus is saying that's the way you need to feel about righteousness. Now think about that. Let that sink in. That you are to have within you a hunger for righteousness, a thirst for righteousness. And in fact, I would suggest that the greater your hunger and thirst for righteousness, the more righteous you will become. And the less your hunger and thirst for righteousness, the less righteous you will become. And notice he says those who hunger and thirst for it will be satisfied. Why? Because they will do the things that grow righteousness. In other words, if I have a hunger and thirst for it, I'm going to spend time encountering Jesus by engaging in His Word. I'm going to spend time in His presence through worship, personally, privately, and corporately on Sundays with God's people. I'm going to do those things that put me in a place where God can grow righteousness in me. And he says, if you hunger and thirst for it, you shall be satisfied. The opposite of that is if you don't hunger and thirst for it, you're probably never going to be satisfied. In other words, you're never going to be full. You're never going to have it. You're not going to grow in righteousness the way you could. Think of it this way: the person who's the health fanatic, whether it's exercise or what they eat. There are people who are very meticulous in planning their menus and only eating these things and never eating those things. People who get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and go to the gym and they work out physically before they ever work out spiritually. Some do that and then don't have time to work out spiritually in God's Word. When we want something badly enough, we do what's necessary to get it. And Jesus said, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness shall be satisfied. How righteous do you want to be? Are you wanting to grow in righteousness, or are you just satisfied with kind of getting by? How much effort are you putting into it? Work hard at growing in Jesus Christ. Hey, God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.